opponent of 9 professional boxing bouts, ladies and gentlemen, Rafael Carolina. Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, boxing out of the red corner, hailing from Uniondale, New York, standing an even 6 feet tall, weighing in at 197 pounds, 8 ounces. Entering this contest with a record of 6-1, 4 out of his 6 victories by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, Emmanuel Etienne. Your referee, Jamal Antoine, for these shows for both competitors.
Gentlemen, been over the rules in the dressing room. I want a good, clean bout. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Let's touch him up.
Not gonna lie, Emmanuel looks like he hits hard. He looks like he got that pop. 6 fights, 4 knockouts. Should have some pop.
We'll see. His one lone loss, was in 2022. After that, he put together a few impressive wins. One opponent quit. The next 2 he KO'd. In his last bout, 4 months ago, he scored a unanimous decision here at the Melrose Ballroom. So he's starting to get his rhythm back.
Yep.
So you were teasing the audience before the fighters came out.
Oh, yeah.
So you're saying you're going to get back in the ring soon?
For sure.
Any projected date? You said before the end of the year. Any projected date?
We're working on early December.
So how can people keep track of that and follow you? What are your social media handles, website?
My Instagram is The World Kid Ali. And I definitely will be updating on there when everything is fully official. I'm just excited. I mean, yes, I am older. I'm 35 now, but
you're youngin'.
My brain is different, if that makes any sense. Like I feel like I'm smarter in that ring. Like I know more.
Well, most people would say, listen, you can't let it go. That's what they say about fighters all the time. You can't let it go.
Right.
And they don't understand that it's not necessarily you can't let it go. It's a matter of you have the drive to do something, do it.
Yeah. I mean, if there's time that I really should let it go, I would know. I don't have a problem with letting it go. But when I want something and I want to do something, for me, the way I feel like nothing's gonna stop that. You know, so it all comes down to, do you really want it? And if I really want it, I'm gonna go do it.
And ATN is moving forward as if he really wanted, throwing power shots, just taking control of this first round, and that's very important. Taking control of a first round.
I agree with that.
Because then you force your opponent to go back and he have to make a mental adjustment. And let's be honest. Sometimes, mentally you have in your mind you're just going to box. Sometimes you have in your mind you're going to fight.
Right.
And then it becomes times where you have to switch up in the ring from fighting to boxing or from boxing to fighting.
You got to be able to adapt. I think not everybody can do that, but that's a very important trait. If you have it, it's golden.
And not everybody understand that it needs to be done.
For sure, because I feel like there was fights that I had where I was trying to box, but for some reason it wasn't working. And I felt like I was getting more success by just coming in, putting my hands up tight, and trying to throw power punches and being more aggressive, I guess you could say. And it works. So you got to be able to adapt in something like in boxing. You got to be able to do that. You got to have a plan A, plan B, plan C. In boxing, you can't just have plan A. You got to have other ways.
I mean, you can. You won't have a long career.
True. Your plan A got to be so perfect for you to really go somewhere.
Listen, the greatest fighters I've never seen with just a plan A.
Right.
Pernell Whitaker even had a plan B. Sugar Ray Leonard, as we know, always had a plan B.
Yeah. If you're not able to adapt, I don't see how special you could really be, You got to be able to adapt. All right, second round. First round, I got a little more of both trying to feel each other out.
And I know, just touching a little bit further on the plan A, I know people look and say Mayweather only had a plan A. He never had to use a plan B. That's not true.
Not true at all.
A couple of fights, Floyd had to do a plan B.
For sure. With the Zab, he had to change it up. Shane Mosley had to change it up. Cotto. There's so many times where
he had to turn it up.
He had to change. He had to change the style, and guess what? It worked. So it's very important.
You see ATN just letting his hands go. Body, head.
He's putting the pressure on him now. It's like he got warmed up and he's ready to take charge.
Well, what I was saying a couple of fights ago with Billings, if you don't have a slick southpaw in front of you, get close to smother him. If you're the aggressive type, you have to get close to smother him and let your hands go. And that's exactly what 18 is doing now.
Right. And Billings, I went to amateur tournaments with Billings, and Billings has some real skill, man. He has some real skill.
I had a problem with the scores in Billings.
Oh, what do you think of that fight?
One judge scored it 40-36. They didn't give Keith Smith one round. I had a problem with that. And because the right guy probably won, I scored it a draw. I scored it a draw.
Wow.
But I said during the fight, I think it was his third round. Could have went either way. So you give it to Billings, and one judge scored it 39-37, which is fine.
Right.
If I'd have gave that third round to Billings instead of Smith, I would have had it 39-37.
Right.
But to say you gave Smith no rounds, I have a problem with that.
I think maybe I wasn't watching as good, but I think I only gave him one round.
And that's fine.
I think it was the last round I think I gave him.
That's
I'm not
fine.
sure. There was one round that I felt like the other dude won. It looked like Caleb Billings got a little tired.
Winded.
It seemed like that,
the last round, Keith Smith moved forward and just kept letting his hands go. So that's fine. The third round, I thought Billings faded. in the third round.
Yeah.
So I gave it to Smith, but
I feel
it could have went either way. It could have went to Billings.
40-36 is definitely a little off. I feel like the other guy did definitely win one round, clearly.
And because the right guy probably won, you're not going to question that judge who scored at 40-36.
Yeah.
And we got to start weeding those judges out.
True. I mean, that's the only way you can clean boxing up. And when you see some because how many times have we seen some crazy stuff like that? That person should never be able to judge another fight.
Because you're taking money out of that fighter's household, out of his bank account.
Yeah.
And they only say something once it gets to the championship level. But that bad judge shouldn't get to a championship level.
For sure. I mean, and if they're punished for being that far off, I feel like a lot of judges won't do it. There'll be a lot less than that because they're like, okay, if I screw up like this, I'm not going to have this job anymore. So I'm going to make sure I'm coming correct and I'm focused and I'm doing the right thing, So I've always said I feel like that needs to be done. And you
got to take emotions out of judging.
Right.
I like the guy, so I'm going to squat around for him. No, you got to take all that out.
And there has to be some kind of punishment for the judges. If there's not,
it'll never change.
It'll always be this way.
I started the third round. First two rounds has been all ATN.
Yep, he definitely got more aggressive in the second round too, and was taking it to him. Let's see what he does in this third round. I feel like he's gonna stay on that same, trying to put pressure on him, coming to hit him with that overhand right. Oh, he could have did it right there. But
ATN needs to switch up somewhat. He's looking to throw 1-2 jabs in the right hand.
Right.
Mix it up a little.
Do something different.
Feint, throw the hook.
Right. Maybe shoot a right hand to the body.
Right hand, right hand to the body.
A hook to the head, Because there's levels, man. You got to go up and down with certain attacks, man. That's how you would catch somebody. Let's see if he does anything within that. Very good left hook, though.
But same, 1-2, right hand.
Yeah. but
1,
not at least give levels with the 1-2 right hand. Like,
He's throwing 2 jabs in the right hand.
yeah. But now if you can go to the first floor, second floor, then go back to the third floor with your punch, even though you're doing those simple punches back to back to back, as long as you're changing
Mixing
your
them up.
direction,
Yep.
it's very important. I'm trying to see if he does that. You see.
And you rarely see, as you said, you call it the second, third floor. You rarely see people throwing to the second floor, which is the chest area.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
First floor, obviously, the head. Second floor, the chest. Third floor is the belly.
Right. Now, you just got to go up. You got that
Nice
was a very
right
good
hand.
very good right hand counter punch. Oh,
Rafael Carolina ate that right hand with
Sure
no
did.
problem.
yeah.
And the right hand is there, but ATN just needs to disguise it a little better.
Perfect. That's exactly what I was thinking. Something to throw him off, you know? I mean, that's how you're going to really land a shot that's going to do something in the fight. You have to distract the other fighter.
And it's just academic right now.
Oh,
Carolina's not really throwing punches. That's a problem. For every 5 punches ATN throw, Carolina throw 1.
right. He was just trying a little bit there, but I mean, they don't look so effective. They're not really. They don't have no juice in them. No real pop. I mean,
25 seconds left in this round.
he's being aggressive. You got to stop it. There's so many fighters that came to me with so much aggression, but I locked
I
in
said,
and
yep.
just
I
boom,
said,
throw a
love
hard
that.
shot, and it would just back them up. You know.
5 seconds.
Oh, straight left there. All right. I mean, it looks like he's just cruising through the rounds.
Yeah, nondescript. You know, nothing special. They're just going through the motions.
This is why I thank my dad. My father is so smart. He's the one that really taught me, like, the feints, like the real feints in boxing. Like, yes, I have great coaches that help me out, but I think it's very important when you're working with a fighter that you remind them of how important setting those things up are for a fighter, because so it can come natural when you fight. You'll do it accidentally. That's important. Same thing with defense. If you always train yourself to keep that left hand up when you're shooting the right, when you fight, you're going to do it naturally. Versus if you're not taught that by a coach, you're going to be throwing the right hand on the bag, putting your left hand down. Now when you fight, it's a natural thing.
Yep.
So I feel like you got to, in boxing, you got to work on making things natural.
And he mentioned my guy, David Ali, his dad.
My dad is the man. It's very important in boxing as well to have that support, you know. And I was very grateful to have that. All right, let's see what's going on.
But you had that support that was very, what's the word? That was very even with respects to what you had to do. He didn't try to overdo it with you.
No,
But he made sure you did what you had to do.
for sure. I mean, my dad has never, like, forced me to do something.
And that's always been a balance with most father-sons.
Right.
You push too much, but I know David didn't push too much. But he did push.
He did push. I mean, because if you want to do it, you're going in there. Boxing is a dangerous sport. If you're going in there, you better do it correctly. You know, but my dad has always said, if you want to do it,
Nice right hand, left
you
hook.
can do it. If you don't want to do it, you don't ever got to do it again. Yeah, it looks like you got him hurt there a little bit.
He shook him up with a nice left hook right hand.
It looked like he was just talking to him.
Now he's doubling up on that left hook.
Yeah. Nice right hand down the pipe.
And Rafael Carolina is in a posture where he's not going to be knocked out. You might hit him with a couple of shots, but you're not knocking him out.
Doesn't look like it, yeah. Okay. Nice little overhand right. I mean, it was
Moved him a
partially
little.
blocked.
We got a minute left in this final round.
Oh, very nice.
See, he changed it up. He threw a lead right hand and then the
That
left
was
hook.
good. That was good. I mean, he just needs to try to do things like that a little more often, and he could put some real damage in there. Hey, that was a little low accidental. Jab to the body, overhand right to the head. Little things like that.
Now,
Just changing direction.
what can Rafael Carolina do to change the tempo of this?
Man.
You don't see it?
I mean, I would say he needs to really bite down and pop him with something that kind of like staggers him in a way.
I was just about to say, one shot to get respect. And
For
then
sure.
he can take it from there.
Because I see him throwing punches, but there's no real danger to them, you know? And sometimes you got to find that, you know, and I feel like maybe he just needs to go in the bag and do nothing but power shots, you know? Because there's ways of building it and ways of doing it, but doesn't look like he fully has that.
Well, is it that he don't have it or he don't believe he have it? But that plays a big part.
Maybe some people, they can believe they have it, but if they're not throwing those punches correctly in the gym and working on it, even if you have it, you're not going to throw it the right way. So your habit is not going to land correctly. So it's very important to work on your power punches and your placement. You work on your placement in the gym, and when you fight, you can land that big shot that's going to stagger someone.
Well, you mentioned several times tonight in terms of training and it becoming routine, certain things. That's the importance of caliber, world-class caliber, and champions. Being able to consistently do something that's second nature to you. And you
Right.
only do that by practice.
For sure. That's the only way. You want to have a better jab? You got to work on that jab on the bag over and over and over again until you feel like you're perfecting it. My jab is not the greatest, but I know I got to go on the bag and I got to shoot. Look at Paulie Malignaggi. He don't really have crazy power at all. We all know that. But his jab, I've sparred with Paulie many times. His jab is amazing, and it has that pop.
Yep.
And it could hurt you, you know, but that's because I'm sure he worked on it over and over and over again. Man, in boxing, you want something great, you got to work on it like it's great. You got to continuously do it over and over and over, repetition, you know, and yeah, that's what you got to do. It's important.
And back to this fight.
Yep. Oh, tried to hit him with that
This
uppercut.
fifth round. So far, clean sweep
Yeah,
for Manuel Etienne.
for sure. He's just trying to dig in now. Looks like he's trying to. I think he wants to try to hurt him. Looks like he's trying to stop him. Maybe he's putting more pressure on him. Let's see if he slows down with it or if he continues. He's just coming forward. See? Let's see. You got to land something. You got to dip down, shoot something up, change levels.
Yeah, last round and a half. That's what Rafael should be doing. You know, go for it.
Yeah. I mean, because it doesn't look like he can hurt him. So then take more chances.
Yep. He got hit clean with several shots. Didn't move him.
Yeah. Maybe go down to the body.
And the one punch that's there for Rafael, if he just stand his ground, left uppercut.
Oh, yeah.
Watch when Etienne steps in. When he step in,
Oh.
he comes in low. Right there. He
Right
steps
there.
in, coming.
Yeah. Oh!
Left uppercut.
He just landed. That looked like a George Foreman left uppercut he just landed. For real, the way he just threw that. But yeah, I see what you're saying because he keeps dipping down.
Stand your ground. Throw your best left uppercut. Listen, if you land your best punch, it's going to do one of two things. Hurt the guy or not.
Right.
That's it. But like Michael Jordan said, the worst shot he ever took, the worst shot is the one you don't take.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you got to want it. You got to go for it. If you don't try it, how do you know if it's going to work or not?
Yep.
You know? Is this the last round? 6?
We're going to the sixth and final round.
6th and final round. Okay. Let's see if somebody wants to finish. Let's see if somebody's going to dig in. This is the last round. Let's see if somebody would try to get the knockout.
Well, although Etienne is being methodical and workmanlike, I don't think he has the ability to knock out Rafael Carolina.
Yeah. He's looking like he's just trying to survive. And
Nice right hook there for Rafael.
oh, boy, that's just right down the pipe. Oh, okay. Overhand right, left hook. Good body shots.
2 body shots there by
Okay.
Emmanuel Etienne. 3 body shots.
I told you.
See, the pressure's there. He's applying the pressure.
Good body shot again. I mean, he's trying to put that pressure.
He didn't. I like the fact that he didn't allow Rafael to tie him up there.
True. He's searching for it. I tell you that. He's searching for that stoppage. Look, he's letting his hands go. Oh, very
Nice
good left
left hook
uppercut to the body. Beautiful left uppercut to the body. Let's see. Oh. Okay. Back to the body. Another good body shot. He's tough, though. He's taking the punishment.
Yeah, he's taking it. I don't think the shots are that hard by Etienne.
Right.
But then again, I'm not being hit, so
Yeah.
I can say that from here. And although there has been some moderate body work, there's been no consistent body work. And I
Yeah.
like to say, especially with the big guys, that's really going to have you stand out. Big guy throwing a lot of punches and throwing body shots.
True. Because I don't think a lot of big guys throw body shots like that, so
Not
that's
at all.
true.
So that'll make you stand out.
For sure. And I'm pretty sure big dudes don't like body shots. So now if you could work on throwing some like extra body shots, it's good. But you got to work on it. Like I said in the gym and sparring, when you're in training, if you're not doing it a lot, when you fight, it's not going to come out.
Well, that's what made, and I talked about him earlier, that's what made Chris Bird so special. Chris Bird, in the heavyweight, he's a dig body shots.
Right.
He hurt a lot of guys by the body.
Yeah, and you can't say that about too many heavyweights.
He hurt David Tua with a body shot. 5 seconds.
All right.
6th and final round of this cruiserweight matchup between the young man